17 Plants vs. Zombies 2 Facts that you maybe missed. Before we start, my boy Sunbean is asking you to subscribe. Please click that subscribe button. It's free, and it will help me a lot. Did you know that you can heal a zombie? Well, the most obvious way is by just waiting for a healer zombie. You're right, but there's a plant that can heal a zombie. Normally the plants will hurt zombies, but there is a way to heal them. The plant that I'm talking about is Time Warp. Time Warp can create zombies and return all of them to their starting positions. Not many players know that if you return the zombies, it will also restore their health back to full HP. Well, armors are not included. You can see this if the zombie loses its arm. Just use Time Warp on this zombie. As you can see, its arm grow back. Make sure that there is no Jurassic Gargantua zombie if you use this plant. Because if you use 2 cherry bombs on this zombie, you need to use more explosive to defeat it. So, it's just a waste of sun. Well, everyone knows that garlic's only purpose is to redirect zombie to another lane. Garlic can also do this to your ally zombies if you use garlic's plant food. It works on zombies like zomboids, turkey pulse turkey, tiger grass, hypnotized zombie, and enlightened zombie. This makes sense cause zomboids, hypnotized zombie, and enlightened zombie are zombies, but it doesn't make sense as to tiger grass and turkey pult. I guess these plants are owned by zombie, Dave just steals it from them. Which kinda make crazy Dave the villain. And honestly, it starts to freak me out. Did you know that you can place any plant in the water of pirate seas? But the problem is it's kind of impossible. Well, if you try to plant on this water, the game won't let you do it. Even if you place floating plants like rutabaga or cauliflower. And the only way to do it is when the game is ending. So, if you hold a plant before the last zombie dies, you can actually place it on the water. However, this is useless cause you can't make a good use for that plant. To some extent it's still fun to do it. Excavator zombie is the only zombie that can eat underground plants. The way this works is when excavator zombie loses its shovel. It is when bramble bush trap excavator zombie and quickly shovel that plant. Now we have a shovel-less excavator zombie. Despite that it looks like a regular zombie now, the main point is it can now eat underground plants that normally cannot be eaten by zombie. This looks absolutely absurd. It also makes a shoveling sound, even the fact that the shovel is gone. All things considered, now you can kill it by just using a pea shooter. Now it can be a less annoying. For sure. Snap pea is a combination of a chomper and pea shooter. So, because of that it can eat and shoot zombies. But in some instances, snap pea can't eat or even shoot zombies. This is when they are submerged underwater. Because snap pea can't swim, so it won't do anything. Which makes it kind of useless. But it can still eat zombies if it gets up to land. So, I don't see why you want to use this plant in Big Wave Beach. Just use rutabaga cause it is a lot better. Trust me. Fire breather zombie can burn plants in its way. However, it can be easily countered by iceweed, which ensures that the fire breather zombie's flame is extinguished the moment it enters the lawn. You can also use the imp dragon zombie for this one. Sure enough, imp dragon zombie is immune to every fire damage. So, it can handle fire breather zombie without a sweat. It can't even do any damage to this imp. In fact, even if there are 100 of them, fire breather zombie cannot deal any damage on this imp. Which makes imp dragon zombie stronger. Barrel roller zombie can crush any evil potions on its way. No joke, it literally destroys all of the potions. If you manage to spawn barrel roller zombie in Dark Ages world with the evil potion in it, then it's good for you. I mean, it's only possible in arena. This is also the second time I heard the bottle broke. It's kinda satisfying to hear. Snap pea can eat any type of regular zombie like imp and mummy zombie. As you can see, it can eat this imp, and this zombie. But apparently it cannot eat bugbot imp, for some unknown reason. This zombie belongs to imp variant, so it would make sense if snap pea can also chew it. But in a good side Snap Pea can still shoot it, so it's not a bad thing at all. Still not comparable if Snap Pea sees a flying zombie. Everybody knows that evil potion can make zombie bigger, tougher and faster. Well, you might think that it can grow bigger than a gargantuar if it consumes many potions. It's not possible at all. Cause a zombie can only consume 6 potions, maximum 3 purple potions and 3 orange potions. As you can see, the gargantuar is a little bigger than this zombie. At least it's tankier and faster than a regular zombie. But if a Jurassic bully consumes 3 potions, it can pass the height of gargantuar zombie. If you ever think Prospector Zombie is annoying, cause you forgot to bring your split pea, then you're totally doomed. So, there is a fun way to kill him without actually doing anything. Well, the only zombie you need are Prospector Zombie and Medusa Zombie. When Prospector Zombie jumps to the left side of the lawn and walk backward, Medusa Zombie can turn him into stone. It's kinda funny to watch. However, you also need to be cautious of the Medusa Zombie, which can be problematic. For this reason, it's probably best to just use the split pea, as it's the most reliable option. Do you ever wonder who is the strongest in this game? New players might say it's the Mega Gatling Pea, while others might argue it's Cauliflower. If you've seen my old videos, you might guess it's the Immortal Escape Route. However, it's not. The strongest is actually the Surfer Zombie Surfboard. You might wonder why. The game has coded the surfboard to instantly kill any plant it crushes. This means that if I hypnotize a surfer zombie, it can take out any zombie in one hit. Just look at this gargantuar. Jurassic Gargantuar. And even the tankiest zombie in the game, the Roman Caesar zombie. For reference, let me just show you how many cherry bombs it's need to defeat this Roman Caesar zombie. "10 cherry bomb? That's equivalent to the health of 5 regular gargantuar zombies. However, it can't one-shot zombies that have a second life, like the zombie imp twin. So now you see how powerful the surfboard now. The only downside is that it's kind of impossible to do this in-game, as you can only use this strategy when a surfer zombie is present, and you need to time it perfectly. You wouldn't want to waste it on just a regular imp. According to PopCap, Excavator Zombie will shovel up plants when he gets close to them. So that means Excavator can't eat any plant. Well, there is actually a way to let Excavator eat any plant. Let's just use Walnut. You just need to place him when Excavator is exactly at the middle of a tile. So, now you are free to kill it. Also, Chili Bean is also a great choice. The fact that Excavator can eat a plant, so this plant is good option. I don't know the reason behind this, but at least you don't need to always use iceberg lettuce to stall this zombie. Repeater's plant food is similar to Pea Shooter's, but it features a big pea. Meanwhile, Peapod's plant food consists of 5 huge peas. If you look closely, Peapod's huge peas are larger than Repeater's big pea. However, when it comes to damage, Repeater's big pea deals more damage than Peapod's huge pea. Perhaps Peapod's huge peas are just filled with air, while Repeater's are more compact, like rock and metal. So that's why I wonder why Peapod's plant food is so weak. Imitator is a plant that can copy any plant's ability. However, if Imitator copies Pomegranate, he can only create 8 clusters of pomegranate seeds instead of the full 9. I really wonder why he can't make another one in the middle. This is the only instance where Imitator fails to fully replicate a plant's ability. Perhaps he just needs a bit more practice. At least it still explodes as usual. Here how you can make Chili Bean jump around. Now, as you might know, you can hold plant food on plants when the game is about to end. I mentioned this on my past video. So, if you just use plant food on Chili Bean when the game ends, we'll be able to make Chili Bean fly around or just jump up and down. Which kinda funny to see. Just look at this. And it also works on Potato Mine and Primal Potato Mine. But I think Chili Bean looks a lot better. If you have a toadstool, you must try this. Let me explain. There's a glitch that toadstool will chew nothing. Literally nothing. This happens when a zombie is about to be hit by Citron's plant food effect, and you plant Toadstool directly in front of it. Toadstool just got pranked. And when Toadstool finishes chewing, she won't release any sun at all. That makes sense cause she didn't eat the zombie, it literally flew out the air. The question is, why is she even chewing? As soon as I got potato mine, I always bring it. Pretty much every level. Not until I got primal potato mine. You see, for just a 25 you can get an insta-kill plant. We also have Grave Buster. Well, it can only destroy graves in Tombstone, but if it reaches level 6 it can also have the potato mine ability. So, it's not a single purpose plant anymore. Unlike potato mine that you can place it even if there is no zombie near him. You need a perfect timing for this one, cause it explodes after it finishes destroying the tombstone. Which seems like a pretty decent additional, but it could save you some sun. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. And see you on the next one.